What's good, bruh? What's good, Rex? Can you hear me good? Let me know if everything, the sound is good and everything, Rex. I'm using a new platform. So that's why it's taking me a while, man. So let me know how everything sound and what it looks like, if it's crazy, if it's lagging. I haven't been live in a while, man, because I don't like the last time I went live, it was lagging. Okay. That's good, bruh. So how'd you know I was going live? Did you see me in your timeline on YouTube? Yep. And today, man, I'm gonna talk about the top five quarterbacks. Man, I was gonna do a video, but I was like, man, nah, let me go live. So I'm only gonna be able to go live for about an hour. At 7:30, I gotta go put some lineups in for my NBA, so I can try to get this money. But I'm gonna try to let some people come in and Rex. Okay. I got you, Rex. So yeah, guys. Well, Rex, I see it's just you in here right now. Man, you got any questions, man? I'm gonna try to give a little bit of time, maybe 5 minutes, to let some people come in. So yeah, man. I think this is the deepest quarterback draft in the history of the NFL. I said what I said. This is the deepest draft in the history of the NFL. I think it's like I think it's six quarterbacks that are the elite, and then probably some other quarterbacks that's gonna. I mean, I think it's gonna be the deepest quarterback ever. I think most of these guys gonna be starters, and they're gonna play for over 10 years. I really believe that. I could be wrong, hey, but it is what it is. Yep, I agree with that too, Rex. Let me see. I want to make sure I just trying to make sure these comments is gonna pop up when I go deep. I see we got somebody else in the house. Make sure you subscribe, bro. This is gonna be a great take. I got my top well, it's a little bit more than five, but I got six quarterbacks, and I'm gonna give you to them in order. And it's gonna be in a fantasy order. Guys that I think if you're doing dynasty, you pick up these guys. All right, I appreciate that, Rex. That's why you a moderator, bro. That's why you a moderator. So I'm trying to get these comments to pop up, bruh. There we go. Okay. Yeah, there's the comments. I want them to do it automatically. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, you can't believe the bruh, I don't know what's going on with the Bears. Andy Dalton, like I think if I was starting off a franchise and it wasn't a quarterback for me to out there to get, yes, I would use Andy Dalton for a bridge quarterback. But far as having him and saying that he's a starter and telling him that I'm going to start him, I'm not going to do that. I think that's asinine. I think that's a lie. You shouldn't have done that. So that's up to the Bears, man. If they want to start him, that's up to them. But look, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get started, man. So listen. So my number as far as and this is a caveat, he's 6, but I wasn't gonna leave him out on the top 5. But Trey Lance. Trey Lance is my number 6 quarterback in this draft. Now listen, he has the most upside of any quarterback in this draft. That don't mean he's gonna hit this upside, but I put him 6 because I think he needs to sit behind a great quarterback for about a year. It don't have to be a great quarterback, but a bridge quarterback. Can it be Andy Dalton? Yes, it could be Andy Dalton. If he could sit behind Andy Dalton, maybe the first 6, 7 games, I would be okay with that, or a whole year. I'm not knocking him. What's going on, bro? What's going on, Fantasy Hustler? Guys, that's my homie. We did some content together. I just got to give him a shout out. Because he got me on StreamYard. So, guys, I'm new to this, and maybe you can help me, Hustler. Some of the things I need to make this thing flow better. But I'm not a premier member of StreamYard yet. But I wanted to do this test run. So, bro, I appreciate you being here, Hustler. So like I said, Trey Lance is he has the most upside, but I think he needs to sit. Just make sure I don't throw him out to the wolves and he end up, getting hit a lot and messing up his game. You don't want that to happen to your quarterbacks. So I like Trey Lance far as like, hey, if he sits behind somebody for 6 games or up to a year, he's going to be a beast. His comp, now I'm going to give you his player comp. So listen, he's 6'3", 224. And I think he's like Colin Kaepernick. This guy actually runs a little bit harder than Colin. Like, this guy will run you over. Now, listen, I don't think he should be doing that in the NFL. I don't think he should be born like, hey, I'm Tebow. I'm going to run you over. But if you a DB and you light in the butt, I said what I said. You a DB and you light in the butt, hey, he'll run you over. So this guy is dynamic. I think he's Colin Kaepernick 2.0. Optimus Prime is my nickname for him, guys. I said it now. Optimus Prime is my nickname for Trey Lance. Guys, he played in a pro style offense. So he played with a fullback and stuff. So he can learn the pro game. But like I said, he's a special project. It's like you buy a new car. What you do? Do you go out and automatically start going 100 miles in it? Like if you got a new Corvette? No, you put it in a garage and you pull it out for certain times. And maybe you go make sure it's fine-tuned and everything before I just go out and do whatever I'm going to do with it. So I think if you get Trey Lance, you get a bridge quarterback. So maybe the Bears, what you were saying, Rex, is a good team for him because they have Andy Dalton there, and that'll be a good quarterback that he can learn behind for a couple of games or a whole year. So I'm going to move on to my number 5 guy. And listen, guys, my list is probably going to be controversial. So a lot of people might not like that. So listen, it is what it is. Hold me accountable for it. Like I said, guys, I gave you this content last year, and I hit on most of my stuff. So let me see what's going on in the chat. It says, what do you think has the most, who do I think has the most bust potential? The most bust potential. Out of these guys that I'm talking about, man, that's a good question, man. I would say Justin Fields. I think Justin Fields has the most bust potential. Only the reason why I say that is because, man, if he don't go to the right team and they just throw him out there without giving him showing him how to develop, as in picking up blitzes and stuff like that, because with Ohio State, man, they don't pick up blitzes the way they do it in the pro game. So it takes a little bit of learning curve. So if he get through out there and the quarterback coach is not really that good, I think he could be a bust. And I don't mean in a bust where he's going to be out the league, but maybe he don't be the player that he should be. Yes, I feel the same. Yep, I agree with you, Hustler. See, my homie Rex says, I personally think Derrick Henry might bust. I said what I said. All the work has to eventually break him. Yes, I agree with that, Rex. But, medicine has changed, man. Look at these ACL injuries the guys are playing and coming back and playing a long career. Would you ever thought Adrian Peterson would be able to play as long as he have? Look at Frank Gore. So Derrick Henry, let's talk about, let's say Derrick Henry in his 12th and 13th year. I think he could be a red zone, green zone type back where he can still give you double digits touchdowns like Okay. Thank you, Red. Thank you, Hustler. Yeah, so I think you could say Derrick Henry, he is in his 12th year. I think he could be a great green zone back. So he could be used like Frank Gore or Adrian Peterson to help groom guys who just change up the tempo of the game. He's getting 300 carries a game, but remember Frank Gore got a lot of carries. But like I said, if he take care of his body and he wants to play that long, I think he can, Rex. But eventually that type of work of getting 1,600 yards a year, that will go down. But I do think he got some as his later years. He can have some 1,000 yards years. So man, Derrick Henry, we got to be careful because, like I said, medicine is different now. Let me go to my homie Hustler. Hustler says he feels the same way about Fields because of the hype. Yes, they got a lot of hype on Fields. I think he's good. The hype is, yes, you got to. It's going to be hype in the draft, but he has to be with the right offensive coordinator. It's just like RG3. He came in, was with a great offensive coordinator, and it helped him out a lot until he got hurt. We all know how that went. So, I just believe if Justin Fields don't get with the right guy. So, listen, Justin Fields is 6'3", 228. Guys, he's the best athlete in this draft, and he has the best deep ball. So, Justin Fields can be dynamic. He just needs to be if you're going to start him, you're going to have a great offensive coordinator. If you let him sit, I think it'll even be even better. So a couple of these guys like Trey Lance and Justin Fields, it's okay for them to sit. Sitting for a year or so is not bad, guys. I know we want everybody to come in and start like we pretty much know that Trevor Lawrence is going to do and stuff like that. But that don't always – sometimes that don't work. Look at Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is the Hall of Fame. You think if Aaron Rodgers had to go back and do it over again, you think he would want to start day one? No, he wouldn't, because he know what he learned, like sitting behind a guy like Brett Favre. So he sat behind Brett Favre. He learned to play the game a little bit, and then when he got through out there, then he got the rust off. So there's nothing wrong with sitting behind a guy. Let me see. My boy Chris. Hey, what's going on, Chris Lee? What's going on, bro? Listen, man, subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. I appreciate you being here, man. This is one of the best fantasy channels. Also, man, man, just check out some of my videos, man, if you're interested in some draft stuff. I broke a lot of draft guys down. So he says, welcome to the Bay, Justin Fields. You think so? I feel you. He can go there, man. Listen, I don't think it'll be a bad pick. If they take Mac Jones, who? If they take him, I don't think that'll be a bad pick either. But Justin Fields, yes. Kyle Shanahan, I like that. Any quarterback that Kyle Shanahan get, I'm okay with that. Yep, I'm okay. Any quarterback that Kyle Shanahan gets in his offense, he's going to groom him. He's one of the best offensive coordinators in the game, so I'm okay with that. That's why I said it matters where you go. It's not all about talent. You can take Trevor Lawrence and put him on the Houston Texans from years ago when they had David Carr. David Carr. And remember what happened with David Carr? If Trevor Lawrence go to a team like that, he wouldn't be any good either. So it's all about the situations. Let me see. Appreciate that, Chris Lee. Yeah, man, subscribe to this channel, man. This is cutting edge info, bro. Chris Lee says 49ers would be a dream situation for any of them. I agree. All the quarterbacks want to go there. I like that, Chris Lee. I agree with that, man. Justin Fields, if he wants to go there, if Zach Wilson goes there, Trey Lance goes there, they all going to be okay. I believe in that wholeheartedly. I put my money on it. So, yeah, I agree with you, Chris. See, my homie Fantasy Football Hustler said, watch 49ers mess around and draft Pitts. Hey, listen, man. You know what? Bro, that's not crazy. That's not even crazy either. Appreciate that, Chris Lee. Well, yeah, Fantasy, Hustler, yes, I believe that too, bro. If they go get Kyle Pitts, I won't be mad. And he is the third best player to get because the other teams need a quarterback. So I would do that. If I was them, I would do that, and then I would wait later. But they traded, though. You know what I'm saying? They traded. So it makes me feel like they were good at quarterback. But later, I would dress like with a Kyle, what's the guy from Florida, the quarterback? Like somebody like a Kyle Trask, or let's say Kellen Mond falls to the 3rd or 4th round. I get that. And then you still got a good quarterback that you can groom like they did with Kirk Cousins and be ready to come in and play. Yes, Pitts. Yes, yes. Chris Lee says, "Laugh out loud." Yeah, Pitts and Kittle would be sick too. Yes, they can because listen, because you can put Pitts at the receiver. He's a hybrid, so you don't have to line him up in the 3-point stands every time. Even Kittle, and Kittle can be more of the blocking guy, and Pitts can be more of the receiving guy. So I like that tandem. I hope it happened. I mean, I'm open for anything. I'm a Cowboy fan. Y'all see that right there, right? So I want us to get him. But if he go there, I love the draft. Hey, it is what it is. So I'm going to move on to my 4th quarterback, guys. And listen, this is going to be a little controversial. I know y'all might not agree, but my 4th quarterback as a rookie going into this draft is Kellen Mond. I said what I said. Kellen Mond. He's 6'3", 217 pounds, and he played with Jimbo Fisher, which I love Jimbo Fisher quarterbacks. So listen. Kellen Mond, the reason why I like Kellen Mond, he has a quick release and he throws guys open. Guys, you don't worry about like stats. When you see a guy that can throw guys open and he got a quick release and he playing with a team that's not like an Alabama or a Clemson, then you have to take that in consideration because sometimes you don't get to win championships and you don't get to be this sort of big time quarterback. So when a guy can throw a guy open and he has a quick release and he has anticipation, this guy has really good anticipation. Look at the Alabama game when like they getting their tail whooped and he's still putting the ball in windows that only his receiver can get it and nobody else can get it. And he's protecting his receiver too at the same time. That's what a big time quarterback's doing in the NFL. You don't run a guy across the middle and lead him into a linebacker to get him broke down. You actually got to put the ball and sink it down low so he can fall down and protect himself. And Kellen Mond does this type of stuff, guys. My player comp to him, guys, is Ryan Tannehill. I said what I said. Ryan Tannehill. Everybody was like, oh, he's not that good. Look what he did with Adam Gase. Adam Gase is one of the worst quarterbacks in history. I said what I said. Peyton Manning patty-caked him. But anyway, Ryan Tannehill had a quick release, and he had anticipation. And was a good athlete. Kellen Mond is a good athlete, too. He can get out the pocket. A lot of people compare him to Dak Prescott, and that's a good comparison, but they different bodies. I like to me, it's more Justin Fields is more of a comparison to Dak Prescott just before the fact that the body. And even though Justin Fields is a better athlete than him, but I think Justin Fields, if he can have a Dak Prescott career, I think he would love that. Let me go to the chat. My homie Chris that just sub. He said maybe even trade back up for Lance after Pitts. I don't know if they got enough firepower to do that. Maybe they could trade like Jimmy Garoppolo to somebody and come back and get Lance maybe later in the 1st round. So I agree. I like that, Chris Lee. If they could do that, they would kill the draft. The draft will already be over. Get ready for them to win. So I like that move. Let me see what Hustler says. Hustler says, yo, I need to get you on my show to break down your top 5 because I love the controversial picks. I appreciate that, Hustler. I appreciate it, bro. That's me. I'm never surface, but I'm accountable. So the things, I'm not just saying it just to get clout, bro. I'm saying it because I actually believe it, man. A lot of stuff that I've done on the past, man, I've hit on it. You know, I wasn't perfect, but I would say I'm 70%, 75% on my picks and where I pick guys at. But yeah, man. So let me see. Make sure I got out everything about Kellen. Yeah, and also, guys, Kellen Mond is a leader. He's a great leader. And reason why I say he's a great leader, when you get whooped by Alabama, LSU, and you still are upbeat and you still play a good game, that shows moxie. So those are the guys that like prosper in the NFL because they've been through something. They haven't been patty caked. Or look, man, you got all this top offensive line, you got all these great receivers, and all you gotta do is just throw a guy when he ride open. That's why McElroy and all these guys from Alabama and Matt Leinart, they were good, but when they got under pressure, they couldn't do it. Mond had been under pressure. He didn't play against these guys through his career with Alabama and LSU, and he still is, and he came through like on the up. You know what I'm saying? He didn't win those games mostly, but he never like got hurt. He still came out and kept fighting. So I like that type of quarterback. I think Kellen Mond is the best discount quarterback in this draft, where you can get him in the second or third round and you got an elite quarterback. If he was to come out next year, I think he would be he could be a first pick of the draft. I really do. I really believe that, guys. So Kellen Mond, that's my breakdown on Kellen Mond. So listen, guys, let me move on to my number 3 quarterback. And my number 3 quarterback is Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. Who? Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. So listen, guys, Mac Jones, reason why, and listen, if he don't get picked number 3, I'm okay with that. But the guy can pick up an offense. If you can pick up an offense, you can have a long career just knowing the offense and breaking it down, guys. There's quarterbacks that's played that wasn't that good. Let's look at Brian Hoyer. Brian Hoyer had a good career when he was younger, and then he got older. He's not as good now, but he knows the offense. And sometimes that's really good. That's what you need. So Mac Jones, if he go to the right situation and somebody goes down, guys, you might not miss a beat. And if you groom him and you can protect him, Mac Jones can win for you. Now, I do think you got to have a great offensive line, like tackles, like the 49ers do with Trent Williams. You do have to have a good offensive line around him to help protect him because he's not that athletic. But you don't have to be athletic, a.k.a. Tom Brady, to win a Super Bowl. You can just, know the breakdown of the defense. So if you can break down the defense, guys, and you know where the blitz is coming from, and you can learn that from week to week and get better. And by the time playoffs come and you're like a young guy, like that's big. And so you're going to be able to do that if he stayed in the league for a while. Most of these quarterbacks, they'll pick up on the offense. But Mac Jones could come out and start immediately and pick up the offense. Does he have the most athletic ability? No. He's not a bad athlete. Does he have the biggest arm? No. But he has good anticipation, which is really he's elite level as far as coming out the draft with anticipation, accuracy. He has everything. He's a good, solid quarterback, guys. And sometimes all the fancy stuff you don't even need to see. Look at RG3. I'm not knocking RG3. I liked him, but Kirk Cousins is going to have a better career than him. Why? Because of the small things. Kirk Cousins being able to pick up the blitz. He's not running around and getting hurt. He just, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes, guys, you can't get enamored with all these skills and stuff. And I'm not trying to knock Trey Lance or Justin Fields. That's why I want them to sit and learn the game in the head first before they go out and just start being very athletic, and playing around and just trying to learn being thrown out in the fire. So let me go to one of my comments. Let's see what my homie Rex said. Rex said, macaroni and cheese. No, we need Mac and Jones. I like that. Yes, man. 49ers, if they get him, man, I think they'd be fine. And a lot of people don't like that pick because it's not, very, very spicy. Rex also says Packers looking scary for next year. If they get someone to complement Devontae, they're going to be hard to stop. I agree. And they're going to get somebody, man, because there's some good receivers out here that can get later in the draft. So I like that, Rex. I really do, man. I think they're going to be fine with that. Let me see. So my next quarterback, guys, and a lot of you might not agree with this, is Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is my number 2 quarterback, guys. And the reason why Trevor Lawrence is my number 2 quarterback is I think he's maxed out. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I think he's going to get better. I think he's going to get better in the NFL. Everybody does. You're going to get a little bit better. But his ceiling ain't as high as Trey Lance, Justin Fields. But, I think it's as good as Mac Jones and Kellen Mond, but not Justin Fields and Trey Lance. And another guy that I'm going to talk about next, which is going to be my number 1 guy. So Trevor Lawrence is really good. I got nothing to knock him. He's above. He has above average arm. He's tall in the pocket. He knows the game. I can't break his game down and say nothing really too much negative about it. He's athletic. He's like, you wouldn't think he's athletic, and I compare him to like Andrew Luck kind of. He's like, Andrew Luck. You wouldn't think he was that athletic, but he really was. And Trevor Lawrence is athletic, man, and he can take hits. I remember when he got his shoulder like knocked out of place, and he came back and had a good game and won. So I like this. So the guy has moxie. He's tough. So Trevor Lawrence will be a good quarterback. If I'm the Jacksonville Jaguars, I'm taking Trevor Lawrence. Because I got him number 2 don't mean I'm not taking him. You got to take the guy with the name value. If not, you get fired. You know what I'm saying? So you have to take Trevor Lawrence. He's done too much for him not to be taken. Let me see what Hustler said. Hustler said, Packers will never draft a wide receiver in the top 2 rounds and have no idea why. Something to do with Ted, man. That's how Ted is. If Ted's still there, he just won't. He don't draft wide receivers high. Devontae Adams was a groom receiver. He took him time to learn behind Greg Jennings and Jordy Nelson. But if the right guy is there, they will do it. I don't know if they're gonna make a trade to do it. I don't know if it's a receiver in this draft that I would trade up to do it. Would I trade up to get a Devontae Smith if he failed to like 15 or 16 or something? Maybe because I got Devontae Adams on the other side and I got MVS and stuff like that. So I would do that. But it's some good receivers, but I don't know if there's anybody that I'm gonna move up for. I might let a receiver fall to me because I think there's some good guys there. Now I don't the Marshall guy, his hands is not good enough. They already got an MVS problem with hands. They don't need another receiver with hands problems. So I would get somebody like Waddle or Devontae Smith, guys on that type of level. I'm not getting Marshall. I know a lot of people like Marshall. He's a big body, but maybe a Nico Collins. Maybe they get somebody like a Nico Collins from Michigan. I like him too. But like I said, yeah, guys. So Trevor Lawrence is what's going on, Steven? What's going on, bruh? It's good to see you here, man. Appreciate you tuning in to the show. But yeah, so Trevor Lawrence is 6'6", 215, guys. And that size, I can't knock it. That being 6'6" and strong in the pocket and being athletic, hey, that's a gift. So Jacksonville, yeah, you take Trevor Lawrence. And let me see, make sure I got everything about that with Trevor Lawrence. Oh, yeah, guys. Also, yeah, I talked about this. Mac Jones is I compare him to Tom Brady. I really, I don't think they, it's perfectly, like it's a perfect comp, but he plays the game up here more. And Tom Brady, that's why he got better than all his people that was like, he was competing, all the quarterbacks that was in the draft for him. He got better because he knew the game up here. It wasn't athletic ability. So let's see what about Trevor. Make sure I get everything with Trevor. Yeah, so that's it with Trevor, guys. Like I said, he's really good. I compare him to Andrew Luck. So now, I'm about to give you my number 1 quarterback, guys. And a lot of people, and I think the Hustler, he knows this, but hey, I like the guy, man. I think this is the new type of quarterback where this is what it takes your team to a whole nother level. And it's Zach Wilson. I said what I said, guys. Zach Wilson. Now, the reason why I like Zach Wilson, guys, hold on, let me get me a drink, is he can throw like a shortstop. He don't have to have a platform to throw. And the pocket is never going to be clean. That's why I like Trevor Lawrence. But if he's so tall, if the pocket is not clean for him, he's not quick as Zach Wilson to get out of trouble and to make underarm throws or whatever you need to do, because the pocket is never that clean. That's why Russell Wilson is really good. He can play in a dirty pocket and still make plays. Zach Wilson can do the same thing. Just like a shortstop going in the hole and have to throw it backside or throw it off the wrong foot. That's what it takes in the NFL sometimes. And that's why I like Zach Wilson. Also, guys, I love guys with quick releases. Yep, I thank you. I appreciate that, Steven. I said what I said. I like guys that have like what I call flick of the wrist. You heard the flick of the wrist, the flick of the wrist. Y'all heard that song? I like Zach Wilson got the flick of the wrist. And that means like he can be leaning back, running out of bounds, or running to the opposite side, or where the pocket is pushing him, and then he can make that off balance throws with just a flick of the wrist. Guys, no other quarterback in this draft can do that. Justin Fields got a big arm, but he got to wind up. Trey Lance, big tall guy, he got to wind up. Kellen Mond, he can do it, but he's not as good as athletic and quick twitch as Zach Wilson. But I like Kellen Mond. Kellen Mond he don't throw off platforms, but he do got a quick release. But Zach Wilson can do this and throw off a terrible platform. So he don't have to be based and have his legs spread and have a good base. He don't have to do that. And guys, this is big in for quarterbacks now. Look at Pat Mahomes. You seen the balls that he threw in the Super Bowl where he was sideways and throwing it. Zach Wilson can do that. And guys, for a caveat to show you how athletic that Zach Wilson is, he might be one of the most athletic of all these guys. And now, not Justin Fields, he's not, but he's up there. He can do a 360 vertical. Vertical, guys. So he's only 6'2", 210. And this guy can do a windmill and stuff. So I like that. This guy, I'm telling you, he's going to be special. I just want the Jets to be able to protect him. And I think they can do that with Becton, the guy that they picked up last year. He's a really good offensive lineman. They got some other guys. I think they're going to be special this year. I like Mims. I call him Baby Andre. So they're going to be special, guys. But yeah, Steven, I appreciate that, man. I said what I said, man. My homie Rex says, I still don't know what to think about Watson. It looks like he's being framed. We're on YouTube, so I'm gonna be careful, but I agree with some of what you're saying. But sometimes, Rex, you can't put yourself in situations to be framed, especially when you have that type of money. So look, me and you, somebody can frame us because we have to live a certain type of way. We don't have money. We don't have extra thousands of dollars to go and meet a woman. So when, think of 50 Shades of Grey, and this work with me here. You remember, like, when you meet a woman, you have to get her to sign documents. So if I like going to get massages through women, which is okay. We all, he had a lot of massages through women. He had over 60 massages with women. I get that. It is what it is. I'm making you sign a contract. And I'm having people in there watching. So I'm gonna have a contract to say that nothing didn't happen, or you do want something to happen, whatever I need you to say in the contract. Just kind of like our late president did with Stormy Daniels. He got her to sign a confidential agreement where don't talk about this. If nothing happened illegal. You was okay what happened. That way you have to cover yourself, because if you're walking around and you a $50 million, $100 million man, people going to target you. So do I believe like he was kind of framed in essence? Yes, I do. But you put yourself in a situation, it's up to who he said, she said. And when you have that, you can be set up, man. You don't never want a woman to be able to say where he forced himself on me and nobody was there. You have to dot your I's and cross your T's, man. So that's what I believe about that. I hope Watson be okay. Also, if anything did happen, I'm not going to knock the women either. If something did happen, then I hope not. But if it did, then I feel bad for them, and I hope that they get what they deserve. So I'm neutral, but it don't look good. It looks like a frame, because if something happens, somebody do, and I'm a man, so it's different. But if somebody do something to me, I'm going to the police right away. I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting for no money. Now, if money comes to be available, that's good. But I'm not going to wait. I'm going to file criminal charges. I'm not just going to go through no silver suit if you forced me to do something. So it don't look good just wanting money. It looks like a money thing. So hopefully he can continue to play in the NFL after this is open and after this is over, guys. And like I said, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to get my video flagged or anything. But yeah, that is just a bad situation. So if I got Watson, guys, I'm trading them. Or if I can't get what I want, I just sit him on my bench. I'm not going to trade him and give him away for a 5th round pick. You can't do that. So if you're in a dynasty league, you just hold on to him if you can't get what you need for him. That's what I say about that. But yeah, guys, y'all got any more questions or anything? About my top 5, or where I say top 6. Like I said, again, number 6 is Trey Lance. Number 5 is Justin Fields. Number 4 is Kellen Mond. Number 3 is Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. Who? And number 2 is Trevor Lawrence. And number 1 is Zach Wilson. And like I said, Zach Wilson, his player comp is Pat Mahomes. I really believe I think he's on a Pat Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers type level. And let me see what else, guys. Let's see. So yeah, like I said, my favorite quarterback is Zach Wilson. The flick of the wrist. Like I said, this guy can do 360 dunks. I like him. Yeah, wide receivers and quarterbacks. I agree. It's stacked, man. Hey guys, this might be one of the deepest drafts ever in the history of the NFL. I said what I said. This might be one of the deepest drafts in the history of the NFL. I said what I said, guys. I think we got some Hall of Famers in this draft. We got some big time Pro Bowlers and some All Pros in this draft, guys, all the way throughout. Just give to go off topic just a little bit and talk about somebody else that I like, and I'm gonna do another live too, guys. I like Puka Williams, the running back out of Kansas. I think he's going to be dynamic. I think he's the next Tyreek Hill. And guys, listen, I'm telling you, go check that video out. Let me see if I can find that video. I'm gonna put that link in the description box or the comment box. I'm sorry. Let me go find that particular video. Yeah. There we go. Bam. And then I'm going to do it like this. There we go. So yeah, guys. And also, guys, listen, if you ever want to, and that's the Puka Williams video. That's what I put in the link. I want y'all to go check that out. I'm telling you for your dynasty drafts. This guy, now you ain't got to get him early, but you can get him like the later rounds, and you're gonna have a steal. But yeah, guys, you ever want to show my support to my channel, guys? You can support it at I got a PayPal. And you just can show support sometimes, guys, because I'm not monetized right now, but I still give y'all killer content. And like I said, I'm not asking y'all for anything. I'm never gonna do that. It's just all part of the process of how I can monetize and make money. Let me see. I'm gonna put my links in the chat too, guys. So you can go. I also got a website. Check it out. Let me see what my homie Steven Davis said. Steven says, any chance you think Fields goes to the Jets? No, I don't think so, man. Now, am I 100% with that, Steven? No, I'm not. Because the Jets can do anything. But if they do that, man, I would be happy because I want Zach Wilson to go to the 49ers if he could. So if the Jets do that, I don't know if they got the infrastructure that I would like to see for Fields. And they could ruin them. So because he's just a different type of player. So you have to just do stuff different. Zach Wilson can play from the pocket. He's more prototypical of old school. But Fields, he needs to be groomed by somebody who's going to play to his strengths. I don't know if the Jets are going to do that. And so I don't want him to go there and he not be used correctly. Kind of what happened to Sam Darnold, which is Adam Gase is a whole different animal. I'm not saying they Adam Gase. So look, let me go find so let me so yeah, guys, I'm gonna go find this link. That way y'all can like I said, if y'all want to show any kind of contributions to my channel or anything like that. Like I said, guys, I appreciate y'all coming here to this live. I really do. I don't care how many people's in here. So Rex says, I'm interested to see how Stafford does with the Rams. Hey, man, he's going to be a top 5 quarterback. I said what I said. He's going to be a top 5 quarterback, bro. Yep. I got him in a dynasty league, and I'm good with it. I took an orphan team over this year. So I'm starting to expand out and do things different. So I took over an orphan team, and he got Stafford, and I'm good with that. Stafford's going to be a monster. Yeah, because he's playing with Sean McVay. And you know how Sean McVay is, and knowing how Stafford, he don't have to pedicate Stafford like he pedicate Jared Goff. So I like Stafford with the Rams, bro. Yep. Let me see what else. But yeah, man, Trey Lance, guys. Let me see. Okay, let me see what you call it. Said. My homie Steven says, love Stafford, even though he's not with my Lions anymore. Okay, so you a Lions fan, Steven. That's good, bruh. I think the Lions is gonna be okay, man. A lot of people is talking junk about them. They just need to weather the storm. They're gonna be okay, man. I like Jeff Okuda, the corner. I think he's gonna be good. He's physical at the point of attack. So yeah, your Lions gonna be strong, but they did let Stafford go, and that was the right thing to do, Lions. You didn't try to sabotage him. You tried to sabotage Barry Sanders, and you tried to sabotage Megatron. Why you didn't let those guys go to another franchise? I don't like that. That don't look good to me. You let Stafford get out of his deal, but why you didn't let these Barry Sanders get out of his deal? Why you didn't let Calvin Johnson get out of his deal? So yeah, Steven. Yeah, man. Matt Stafford gonna be a beast this year. Hey guys, he could be the MVP. Yes. Yep. But yeah, Stafford gonna be he's gonna be an MVP candidate this year. Let me see what my homie Rex says. Rex says, how you think your Cowboys going to do next year? I think we got a chance to win a division and go to the playoffs. Either or, I think we can go to the playoffs. Listen, that defense is going to be good this year. That 4-3 scheme, I love it. That 4-3 scheme is one of the best schemes, and it makes Jalen Smith and Wolf Hunter, all them guys are going to be able to funnel to the ball now, like they good at doing. They don't need to be in no 3-4 scheme. That's not them. They like to run. They like to be protected by the defensive tackles and run to the ball. So my Cowboys is going to be strong this year. The defense is going to be solid. Now, if we don't get Kyle Pitts and we go and get Patrick Surtain's son, which is Patrick Surtain Jr., yes, I'm fine with that. I'm good with that. But I'd rather say, listen, if you got that with all this money, boost it up. Even if we have to go take another offensive lineman at the 10th spot, I'll be okay with not taking a corner. Because listen, guys, look what Seattle did. When did they take Richard Sherman? Was Richard Sherman a first round pick? I'm not saying you can find corners like Richard Sherman, but you don't have to go get a top 10 guy. You can groom a guy. If you got a good system, you can groom a guy. I don't like taking a corner that early. I like go and boost us up, like boost that offensive line up, or go get a Kyle Pitts. That way, Dak Prescott coming out throwing 40 points, 50 points, 40 points, 50 points every game. So I love the Kyle Pitts. Like say you got Marvin Harrison and you got Reggie Wayne and and then Randy Moss falls to you. Do you pick Randy Moss? Yes, you go take Randy Moss. And you go put Reggie Wayne in the slot. You don't leave a receiver out there or a big time weapon just because you already stacked. You know what I'm saying? That's like you got Kobe Bryant and you got T-Mac, and then Jordan fall to you. Do you take Jordan? Michael Jordan? Yes, you take him. You be like, look, we don't worry about it. We'll put Kobe at the 3, we'll put T-Mac at the 1, whatever, vice versa, and put Jordan at the 2, whatever. You make room. You don't worry about where things fit when it's a big time player. But then after, Kyle Pitts is a big time player, and then the quarterbacks. After that, then you go and draft for what you need. But when even if you got 3 corners that's good, and Darrelle Reeves or Deion fall to you, you take them. I'm sorry, guys. You move somebody to safety, you have to take. You can't leave all pros, Hall of Famers on the board. So let me see what Stephen Davis says. He says, Okuda is a nice buy low IDP target for the year, too. Yep. I don't know if they're going to target him a lot because once he start getting them picks, man, they might not go at him. But if they do start throwing a lot of balls, he can get a lot of points. Because sometimes good corners don't get no points because they don't throw at them. So, but yeah, man, I like Okuda. Yep. That's why you beat me to it, Steven. I'm already on him. Rex says, let me see what my homie Rex says. Rex says, everybody's talking crap about golf, but there's a reason he won a Super Bowl and went to the playoffs last year. He's good, not amazing, but he's better than Andy Dalton. I agree 100%. If you have a good play action game with him, you can win with golf. So listen, guys, I'm telling you right now, Jamal Williams and DeAndre Swift, if you can get both of them, you get both of them and you start them. That way you're going to get all the points out of that backfield because they're going to run the ball a lot. and they're going to take some offensive linemen to help establish the run. They're going to be a tough team, I'm telling you. So if you can get both of those guys, you can play them like a Melvin Gordon and the Austin Eckler. That's what I'm doing. I'm not going to try to say which one's going to be better. I'm not going to say DeAndre Swift's going to be better. I'm not going to say Jamal Williams is going to be better. I think together they can give you 25 to 30 points or even more. I said what I said. So, yeah, I like Jared Goff far as just, I think he'll be a good streamer this year. I think he'll be a good streamer. He can be like a Ryan Tannehill a couple years ago when, he's one of the best streamers and end up outplaying a lot of the guys that was the bell cow starters for quarterbacks. Yeah. So like I said, guys, I appreciate y'all coming in. Hey, make sure you share my videos. And listen, guys, y'all might laugh at this, but I think I'm going to use OnlyFans. I'm not going to do Patreon. What do y'all think about that? Do you think that's weird or anything? Because OnlyFans is not just made for women, It's not made for that. It's also made for a place where you can give out content that's private, that I'm giving you extra stuff. And listen, guys, I'm going to put out a lot of, I'm not just going to give you regurgitated things that I do on my YouTube. Like I said, and if you become a member, I give you my draft guide for free. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think about that. About me doing, like, instead of doing Patreon, going to OnlyFans. I think it makes my content, makes where people are going somewhere different. I think it's a little bit more catchier. Maybe it's funny or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I think I'm doing. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that, Steve. I'm glad you can see. I see you business savvy. Yes. Yep. Like I said, guys. So let me see. Yep. That he said that's a trailblazer type move. That's what my homie Steven says. That's a trailblazer type move, right? And Rex says that's different. I didn't know OnlyFans could be like that. Yes, it's not just for like women to go over there and take money from thirsty men. I haven't been on there and looked on it before, but I know what it does. Everybody talks about it. We see women make $30,000 or $40,000 a day in one day. So I'm gonna be over there and I'm giving content. Fire content, guys. And I chose to talk about Puka on this channel because I wanted to give y'all that, to keep that for my private content, but I chose to give that out there a little bit just to let y'all know, so I can have something in the algorithm to let you know how cutting edge I am. But yes, Puka is a player that I think is going to really be shining for dynasties, and also, guys, I think he'd be good in redraft this year. I don't know. I don't in redraft. I don't know what team he goes to and how they're going to use him, but in dynasty, I'm telling you guys, if in a vacuum, he could be a top 10 pick. Like, just think about, and I understand he got in trouble and so did Tyreek Hill. But imagine Tyreek Hill not getting in any, he didn't get in any trouble. I don't still think he's a top 10 pick. But if you go back and look at it and he don't get in any trouble, guys, he's a top 5 or a top 10 pick. So Puka's that dynamic with the ball in his hands. He can catch and all that. Yes, see Steven? Hey, Steven, hey, you giving out them secrets, ain't you, bro? Yep, Steven says Puka and Gainwell. Yes, bro. That's my 2 favorite backs. PPR. Now listen, I don't know how they're gonna be used this year. So you still, you get your bell cows, you still, if Derrick Henry falls to you in the second round, you get Derrick Henry, you get these guys. But listen, if you Puka Gainwell after you got your team put together, and Gainwell, you might have to get him a little bit earlier. But you get Puka and Gainwell. That's 2 of my favorite players. I'm gonna have those guys in my draft guides, and I'm gonna talk a lot about them. I'm gonna talk a lot about those guys. Yep. So, like I said, guys, I appreciate y'all coming over, man. Steven, I appreciate you, man. Faithful guys, and I'm still learning some things on this platform that I'm doing. I want to make sure that y'all got like moderator stuff. So I need to let me know, hit me up in my email if y'all got time, and let me know if y'all have like moderators, because I can't see it. If y'all have like certain things, because I know when I go through YouTube, y'all have moderators, like y'all have the tool beside your name. So I'm gonna become a premium member on this platform. That way I can give out certain banners and stuff like that, and do all some fancy stuff. And also, guys, I'm gonna be bringing some people in on my channel, and I will be having I will be doing like phone calls. So, guys, I will have where y'all can call in to the show, or I might ask some of y'all to come on to the show, guys. And I'm gonna be giving out some memorabilia for shirts and hats. I got some stuff coming. Just be patient with me, guys. This is my second full year, so I got a lot of things coming for you, man. And I appreciate y'all, guys. So listen, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here because I got this NBA stuff coming up. Listen, I still do consultations. Hit me up at my email. It's fantasygoodsports@gmail.com. As you can see on my TikTok and all that, guys, I've been doing really well, winning some money. If you want to get a consultation, guys, I got you. And some of y'all guys, my moderator guys, yes, I got you, Steven. Yes, bro, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. You too, Rex, if you want to. But yeah, guys, if you want to, hit me up at my email where I can help you with like some DraftKings lineups. And listen, I usually charge $40 for 30 minutes, but listen, with y'all guys, if it's y'all, so the guys that's in here, we can do it like, $20, $15. I'll work with you. We'll talk it up on the email before we make the call. And I give you a deal because, like I said, guys, I'm loyal to my first customers. Y'all always gonna be like, and I might even let y'all be some of y'all get on the Patreon for free, or the OnlyFans. I might even do some of that. Like certain, I might give out 4 free spots for that because, like I said, and I might not charge y'all. Like maybe I might do $5 for y'all or something. I don't know. Like I said, it will be here before, not the draft, but before the season starts. So, yep. And yeah, Steve, like I said, man, yeah, you can come on. We're going to come on the show, man. And we can do that. And you too, Rex. So, guys, I appreciate y'all being here. Y'all guys be safe, man. Have a blessed day. Later. Peace.